I don't think it'll fit. I need to noodle on this. The tent mounts don't line up with the holes. This is quite a jigsaw puzzle. This may shock you, but I've changed my mind. In a couple of weeks we're going to be going on a camping road trip all the way over to the west coast of BC. We're going to be hitting up Tofino, which I'm very excited about. Unfortunately, at this time of year, Tofino is a little on the wet side. So camping in the truck tent in the wet is going to be quite an exciting event. One of the things I want to do is equip the truck with an awning, so that we can have a little bit of shelter while we're cooking and doing different things, and give us a little bit of a respite from the rain. So we're heading out to see our friends over at Doghouse Tents. They've got some truck awnings out there, and one of those I've got my eye on is the 270-degree wraparound awning. The brackets are too short to kind of attach to the back, to the main frame, and they're not going to lift it high enough to clear the these tent supports either. I think I am going to have to break down and install the roof bars. I wonder if they'll fit under the tent. 1 1/4 inches. So no. Darn. That sucks. What do we think about mounting it on the tent supports? It feels pretty solid, and I think it is a solid piece of aluminium. Yeah, it will mean that the awning would stick out from the truck, so we could slide the tent over a little bit. What do you think? I don't want to move the tent. That's a lot of effort to get it on there. I think I know what I'm going to do. Looking at the idea of putting it onto the tent supports, I'm not 100% keen on, just because when the awning is fully extended, that's going to be quite a bit of leverage on those aluminium bars. The last thing we want is them kind of kinking or breaking. So we're going to skip that idea. What I think I'm going to do is move the whole tent forward 6 inches, and then put the roof bars that came with the canopy, the roof bars that came with the canopy, one at the front and one at the back, and then they will be able to support the they will then be able to support the bracket for the awning, because this is some pretty heavy gauge steel. That means I have to undo the tent, slide it forward and redo it. And as we know, that is not an easy thing to do. Let's get a rain jacket and we'll do that. I know what you're thinking. There must be a Milwaukee tool that would do this a lot easier. And yes, there is. I just don't have it yet. Do we want the good news or the bad news? The bad news is, I don't think it'll fit. To get it lined up in the holes here means that I don't have enough space on the end. Did I mention there was good news? I'm still working on that bit. Maybe if I install the cross rails. Let's do that. I know, Dad, I know. If I cleaned up my workspace, I would have space for everything. Now I need to work out overhangs, I guess. Why are you doing it in the rain, Matt? Well, Dad, it's the only time I've got. I think I have enough space to push the tent up against it. What I'm going to do is mount the brackets for the awning first, so we don't have to deal with that later. You know, one of the things I love about the doghouse products is the sheer quality of this stuff. I mean, take a look at these spikes. Look at that. That's the on the pins if you want to put in the guy lines to tether the awning down. That is some serious pin work. Pin work? I don't know. Ground pins, whatever they're called. Stakes. They're called stakes. So yeah, look at those pretty substantial stakes. Oh, now I'm hungry. I think we're going to have to wing it. I can't find the instructions. It won't fit. Look at that. It only needs like an inch that way. I need to noodle on this. The tent mounts don't line up with the holes that we have on the canopy. To make it line up, I can't use the cross rails that I have. The only way I could do that would be to take the tent off, switch the support rails back around to how they were before, and then go across my canopy cross rails. I don't want to do that because it's raining. I don't want to take the tent off again, and that's going to be a lot of work. What I could do is lift the tent so that it's supported on the cross rails. The only downside there would be I'd have to change the bolts out to be longer. I think for that to have the best chance of working, I need to relocate the black canopy cross rails or as close to the tent supports as possible. Alright, quick status update for you. I have the front one moved further back in now, and my idea is I'm going to rest the tent on it to support the tent. So I'm going to have to get some longer bolts for that. I think that should be okay. It's going to clamp it to the main canopy, but also be supported by the bar here. Now you may or may not see here that I actually flipped this around so that I could mount the plate from underneath. Otherwise, it would mean that one side of the tent has to rest on these little nuts here. And I didn't want that to cause any damage to the tent. I almost need to mount the awning first and then secure the tent. This is quite a jigsaw puzzle, but that's part of the fun, right? This may shock you, but I've changed my mind. We're going to put the bars the right way up, and we're going to shift the tent over a little bit so that it's not affected by the brackets, because the more I look at it, I really don't want the weight of the awning to be dependent on two little bolt heads if I attach the plate to the bottom. What has been a few seconds for you has been about 3 hours for me. Finally got the tent mounted with the bars underneath. It probably would have been quicker to take the tent off. These mounting brackets here, it's hard enough to get to them when I put the tent on, but now with these bars here as well, there's really no space to get your hand underneath. It's done. It's on, it's safe, it's not going anywhere. Now I'm going to put the awning on, which was what I started this morning 4.5 hours ago. I have no idea what time it is really. Where's my phone? I don't even know where my phone is. Oh my gosh, it's nearly supper time. And I haven't even got it mounted yet. All right, I'm not going to get it out today because it's raining. The first nice day we get, I'll open it up and we can take a look at it. I hope I got it on the right way. I did not get a chance to work on the diesel heater. There's always tomorrow, I guess. It has pop down legs as well, so if you do want some support, really cool. Nice.
It's nice and roomy.